Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to the channel. Something happened in the last 20 hours or so that I thought was extremely important to bring it to your attention and also to stress what I've been saying for the last few months about how we have fallen as men. Because what you're seeing before you is a young girl or lady, whatever you want to call her, who just turned 18. She was previously popular for being a musician or some sort of a rapper, but she just turned 18 and opened her OnlyFans account. And not only did she open an OnlyFans account, but she's made over $1 million in one day, more than $1 million in this one day. Now, in my belief, I understand that, and I've said this before, it is us men that keep on feeding the degeneracy that is destroying us. Now, we are going to react to the video. As you can see here, Lil Tay with 601 subscribers. So yes, she's just turned 18, and we are going to react to Asmon Gold's video on the same. And this is really disappointing, gentlemen. And I hope none of the people that are subscribed to this channel actually go out to buy this kind of stupidity, to spend their money on this level of stupidity. At what level do you have to be as a man to pre-order a 19-year-old's OnlyFans account content?
This has been something that happened, I guess, last night. And everybody is very unhappy about this. They're angry. They're upset. This is something that's been going on now for years on OnlyFans. Girls do this all the time. But I think now, like Lil Tay, well, let me just go ahead. I'll take a step back and just explain what's happening, right? But this is fucking disgusting. Let me go ahead and explain what's happening. So, and let me pull it up. Lil Tay, there it is. Lil Tay, bro. Oh my. Oh God, bro. Like, man, what the fuck? All right. So already, yes, Jesus, man. And so anyway, Lil Tay. I don't even remember how this girl got famous. Is it from like what is this? Like fucking I'm trying to think. What's it called? Not Mr. Phil, Dr. Phil. Who's it from?
Now, if you don't mind me going, there was this girl she calls herself Bad Barbie. It's kind of the same kind of scenario, because even her, when she opened her OnlyFans when she turned 18, she made a ridiculous amount of money, millions of dollars. It is said that she made $52 million in 1 year. Who is buying this subscription? Seriously, gentlemen, what is wrong with so many of us that we have no impulse control? This is a classic case of men lacking impulse control. Now, this Bad Barbie, she's known as the Cash Me Outside girl because she was on Dr. Phil and she went on this rant looking like an unwashed human being. Anyway, let's continue listening to Asmon Gold. That was just a segue to bring you up to speed.
From Dr. Phil? I don't remember at all. From TikToks? I have no idea. And so anyway, a rap song? I see. So anyway, Lil Tay, let me see if I can find it. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't even know what this is going to be. I'm just going to block this person. I don't even know what the message there. Oh my God. I can't even look at any of these because of these weird fucking comments. Holy shit. Well, anyway, I guess let's go ahead and just talk about this right now and not even, we don't need to get into a bunch of other stuff. So basically, don't scroll. Yeah, it's like, I don't even want to scroll through this. So Lil Tay announced that she made $1 million on her OnlyFans within 3 hours. And you can see this right here. And this is her her tweet here. I guess I can look it up and find it myself. Lil Tay be poppin'. Jesus Christ. Okay. Where is it? I want to make sure I got it here. It's a fan account. Okay. All right. So is this it? Yeah, this is it. Youngest girl on OnlyFans, freshly 18. So anyway, this is her tweet. She posted this yesterday. And this is actually, well, this is originally what she said. She said, freshly 18, please don't tell my mom. My 18th birthday exclusives shot at 12:01 a.m. Only available for 24 hours. Come and see me in my birthday suits. Replying to all DMs. So that's right, guys.
Gentlemen, a teenager has so many of you running there to pay to watch what you can see for free on the internet. Even better, maybe more mature if you're that kind of person. But it's always quite perturbed me at how many times a lot of these happenings take place. Men see it happening. You can see so many men that are against it, of course, because the majority of men actually, maybe let me scratch that. It's actually disturbing too, because I think the majority of men would actually buy this content from this young lady. And that's one of the things I find disturbing, because this has bred into how men are treated now. They know you're just led by your balls and your penis. They know that. So they'll put a ridiculous looking human like this. I even thought she was extremely beautiful, that, oh my goodness, these people are paying for something exquisite. No. These are largely, and I'm going to be honest here, these are largely pedophilic losers. There are just too many of these simps around. Too many of these simps are causing the large scale social problems you're having between men and women. These people have tipped the scale towards stupidity and degeneracy. She's posting, I'm sure she has management, posting all these things, knowing that they've done their math. They've looked at the prawn sites data. They know what you people are searching for. And now they're mainstreaming it in such a way that it's actually bothering me so much that it's become part of my quest to be able to call out all you stupid men out here that are destroying everything that great men have built before us because you want to see nakedness on the internet. How pathetic do you have to be to pay for it on top of all that? But let's continue before I lose my cool.
Oh boy, don't tell my mom. Yeah, I'd rather tell. Oh, I can't. I mean, honestly, this isn't illegal. It's just weird, right? I was gonna say.
The thing is, it's very probable the mom is also involved in pushing this. I believe this young lady is an industry plant. A lot of what Hollywood and America produces in terms of mainstream artists, there are a lot of them are degenerates, and they're groomed from a very early age. So you do understand, gentlemen, those of you that are paying for these things, you do understand that you're one of the useless drones that they're using to make sure that you'll never regain your power in anything. You'll never have all these so-called good women you want to have children with. You'll never have respect because this is what you do. How can anyone respect you? How can any woman respect you? How can any man respect you when this is what you spend your money on and your time?
Rather tell the FBI, but the fact is that it's not really it's not illegal. Nobody's breaking the law here. It's just I don't think Jesus is looking at this and saying this is exactly what this is how I drew it up, right? And so anyway, FBI should investigate when the photos were uploaded. They probably weren't. Nah, there's no reason to do that. Anyway, so I mean, maybe, right? But I don't really think so. So she made $1 million. I'm not even kidding. Look, she's posted it right here. $1 million in money and subscriptions and everything to OnlyFans. And her messages, and this is the crazy thing, simps be crazy.
Exactly. Look at all these monies. 500,000 subscriptions. Tips. 26,000. Messages. Because you want to have a one-on-one or something? You do realize a lot of the times you might be chatting with some Indian fellow in a call center. You do realize that, don't you? So not only are you spending a lot of money, but you're spending a lot of money on fake nonsense. This is bottom feeder behavior. This video is specifically for these simps that keep funding this behavior that is totally appending the best ways that have existed for eons to build lasting things, great lasting things. This is not how we build great things, ladies and gentlemen.
You want to talk about being overpowered? Like these simps will just message these girls. Like, and I don't even understand this. It's $20. Yeah, I guess so. And so anyway, these guys are sending this girl messages. And what I think is kind of funny is that the images aren't really being posted. So I mean, like, oh God, can I even say this? Oh, Jesus Christ, this is so disgusting. Should I say it? I'm gonna say it. It's like they're pre-ordering. It is. This is insane. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yes, like basically, because I believe there was an announcement that she was going to do this when she turns 18. There are people that were already pre-ordering the service before she turned 18. Like they couldn't wait. They couldn't wait to get in there. Gentlemen, if you have people in your circle that even tolerate such behavior, even a bit, leave that circle or kick that person out. There's nothing good that comes out of this. Absolutely nothing.
Who the fuck $500,000 in pre-orders? Bro, this girl better fucking go help Call of Duty. It's gross, but not wrong. Hey, that's my favorite thing to do, right? And so anyway, holy fucking shit. This has been a thing since forever. It has. I get it. I know. I understand. Where's Collective Shout? Yes. Also, by the way, where is Collective Shout now? Because again, and this isn't the first time it's happened. This is the second time it's happened to a very noteworthy person. Because remember that Cash Me Outside girl from fucking Dr. Phil? And like a Bad Baby or Bad Barbie or some fucking shit. Well, she did the exact same thing, and she made millions of dollars. And what is this? F? We're effing? Are we effing? No F? Okay, well, we're not going to worry about it anyway. So, and by the way, you know what I think is really funny about this? I can't show it, guys, because if I do, I would get banned. But Kick never has this problem. I never have this problem on Kick. I look at the chat on Kick, nobody says F. No F Kick side. This shit is crazy. Yes, we are the F situation. Yes, it does not happen. And so there it is. Not on Kick, I know. And so I don't know what the hell this happened. And change to Kick? Well, I'm on Kick too. I'm on Twitch, Kick. You know, I might be on other platforms in the future too. We'll see what happens. Tabloids used to be gross, counting down whenever the Olsen twins became 18. It's become a problem for a long time. But I think culturally, it is a weird thing to have a girl the day that she turns 18 selling a bunch of stuff on OnlyFans. And also, by the way, if there was a way, like if there was a universe where 17 was the age of consent, they'd be doing the exact same thing at 17 too. It's not like all these people just decided to be attracted to her the day she turned 18. And this is a big thing that I think a lot of people don't really talk about a lot, because it's kind of it's gross, right? It's a gross thing to talk about, but at the same time, it is real. It's absolutely real. It happens. And so anyway, they also died at 45. Yeah, clearly. And so yeah, my point is that, and also,
let me add something there, because if you look in our past, a lot of the young women or girls used to be married off or started having families very early. 14, 13, 15, 16. It was a different time because then even the mortality rates were extremely high. So, in any case, biologically, it would seem at the time, it is the case that women can have children before they're 18. So, at least biologically, they are ready to do that. But we also understand that they are not ready, particularly, to be grown ups. And that's why we've set up these parameters that do not allow them to be put in a position where they behave or are treated like adults, because we understand they're vulnerable and most likely their lives will be destroyed if they make these huge decisions for adults before they're adults. Now, a lot of this across the world, there are a lot of different age limits and this and that. That is neither here or there. I would like to ask you if you think that because men love younger women, do you think that you waiting for a woman or for a girl from the time she was 11 to the time she's 18 for you to access her pornographic material on OnlyFans, do you think that's normal behavior? Because you need to run these things past the logic and past how societally it's going to be important to us, or how is it going to help us. How do you think that works as a man, especially if you're waiting to pay for this? What exactly are you preoccupying yourself with, that this is where the level that you've gotten yourself? Waiting for a young girl to mature to access her nudes, because what, you can't access nudes of older women? 20, 21, 22, 25, 30, you can't access that? What is exactly your problem?
Like, I mean, you've got to keep in mind that this isn't like, a 19-year-old guy, waiting for his 17-year-old girlfriend to turn 18, right? We're not talking about this. We're talking about like a 58-year-old man who's spawn camping this girl ever since he saw her when she was like 13 on the internet, okay? So that's a little bit weird. And anyway, so she made $1 million. $1 million in 3 hours on OnlyFans. And keep in mind, that is so far. How much do you want to bet that there's probably more money that she's made even past that?
And trust me, any of these men, if you had asked them, maybe you're trying to start a business, to put up $5 for you to raise the capital to do it, they won't do it. But they'll go pay here, hoping for some weird reason that she'll pay special attention to them. And there are hundreds of thousands of them. That somehow he is special. This simp thinks that spending this $5, $10, $20 on this subscription will make him special, and she'll notice him. Do you realize the level you have to be to think this is something that you should actually be chasing? You have to be so low that actually it is dangerous for you to be allowed to be in normal society, because you're a degenerate and you're dangerous.
Yeah, there we go. Imagine a fallout. Oh, she's made it's really gross, dude. I'm telling you, that's how it is. And yeah, 3 hours. Taboo and illegal things are sketchy as shit. Yeah, exactly. Easy life. Absolutely. How much would the IRS take? Well, I mean, for the IRS would take for this tax rate, it'd be 41%. And then you would add in the 7, will be 15% also on top of that, assuming that you're paying. Well, it depends on if you're doing it through an LLC or not. If so, it would be additional 7.5%. Depending on what city she's in or what state she's in. You'd also have no tax on tips. I think they should tax this one, okay? About half, right? Like they take about half. Like, I mean, we could go back and forth about this, but it's like 40 to 50%, depending on how well, 37%. Yeah, but there's additional taxes for people who are self-employed. And that's just it. What the fuck, 41%? That's a little bit of a scam. You're right. It should be higher.
Now, I need to switch this to go watch what a certain gentleman called Anton Daniels, that I also watch. Please go subscribe to Asmon Gold, the channel that we've just watched. I'll leave the links down below. And now let's watch what Anton Daniels has to say about this. I think he was closer to what where my mind is right now.
Going on, we just broke the link record with the youngest link of the century. 1 million.
Seriously, people, what are these you're paying for? Seriously. We need serious quality control with some of you people.
$1 million in a couple hours. I'm still the youngest one doing it. For all the grown haters who've been hating since I was 9 years old, look at me now. What y'all got to say? Y'all been doubting me for 7 years. You can hate on me all you want. You can't say Lil Tay ain't winning. So for everybody out there, do whatever the hell you want with your life. Who gives a what people have to say? And remember this, Lil Tay rich and finna get richer. Oh yeah, and thank you to all my supporters who have pre-ordered since 2018 or whenever you did.
There are people who pre-ordered in 2018. That is 7 years ago. So if she's 19, she was 11 years old. Do you see, have you heard about all these internet restrictions that are coming? Governments across the world saying, oh, we are protecting the children. We know it's not for that purpose. But this is the kind of thing that strengthens their case to censor the internet, because so many of you are eyeing 11-year-olds on the internet. And then there is the parents of these 11-year-olds who are fully aware of this, who are pushing these children in front of the camera and in front of all these degenerates. And they know they're doing it because of money. Money is important, yes, but how you make money is even more important. My goodness.
This is sad, bro. This is one of the saddest things that I've seen in a while, and I had to be reminded of it through paying attention to what happened to the Bad Baby chick back when she first joined, the Cash Me Outside chick, when she first joined OF, and it broke my heart. And it's hard for me to defend guys a lot of times because to know that people have been pre-ordering to have access to this chick on OF since what, 2018, 2025, that's 7 years ago, just turned 18. That means she would have been 11, 12 years old. And y'all are pre-ordering, trying to find out when this chick is gonna drop some pictures and some videos and all of that stuff. So much so to the point to where y'all have actually made this chick a millionaire. Now, a lot of people may not be familiar with this Lil Tay chick, and I'm not as familiar also, but I had to do a little bit of research because, of course, the people told me to react to it because a lot of money been thrown around on the internet. And also because I just did a review video of a woman that's a neuroscientist researcher that has been saying that she has been unable to get a job paying more than what a fast food worker pays. And so, I said that people shouldn't have pride and that she should have been more wise and, researched, since she's a neuroscientist researcher, and studied exactly what it would have costed instead of running up a bunch of money when it comes to student loans and what she wanted to do for a living and then complaining about it on the back end. Well, I also need to hold guys in this instance accountable, because how can we say anything to these younger girls, which I know that girls is going to be wild anyway, but to think that she made over $1 million in 24 hours. And it's not other women that are signing up to her OF to try to see her and view her and see that little box. It scares me, honest to God. It scares me because it's like, yo, you walk around outside and you see guys every single day and you like, yo, I didn't really realize it could be so many predators or so many guys that's preying on younger girls right up under your nose.
And this has been made very accessible by internet, obviously. And this is why actually I hope and I try to hold everyone accountable, not because they're a woman or man, because I know it's popular for us to talk about, oh, women this and women that. But as I've always said, the reason why so many women behave as they do is because men enable the behavior. This is not rocket science. We understand that a lot of us are the people that have enabled some of the worst behavior by women and by other men. So at what point are we going to realize that nothing is going to get better if we are just going to get our kick from always trying to criticize women and not looking among us to the losers among us that are always pulling us back. We go 5 steps forward, they pull us 7 steps back with such kind of behavior. How are you going to have a decent argument with any of these feminist types or these women empowerment types? Because even them, although they are very hypocritical, they will pull off such. No, men are here buying sex from young girls, pre-ordering when they're 11. You know they're going to use this against us, right? You know that, right? So it's incumbent upon us to make sure that a lot of these men actually, I will find out. There must be an app to find out who pays for these things. We must know who they are. Yes, we need to know who these people are, because these people are the ammunition that is being used to even add more restraints upon our abilities as men, even generally as human beings.
It's a real thing. Let me show you for a second, right? Let me give you a little bit of insight on what's happening. So this is her screenshots. She wanted to prove it to the people that she made over $1 million in her first 3 hours on the platform, beating Bad Baby's record-setting debut, which earned over $1 million in 6 hours. Now, let me remind y'all of who the Bad Baby chick is. The Bad Baby chick is the Cash Me Outside girl that was on Dr. Phil. And, you know, she was talking back to Dr. Phil and talking back to her parents or whatever. She wound up making a whole lot of money. Later on, she wound up catching cancer, and I think that she beat it or whatever. And it is sad. And I'm going to tell you, it's very, very sad, and I'll break that down shortly. But, yep, this is her screenshot, and it's showing what her total is. $500,000 for subscriptions, $26,000 in tips. This is crazy. Crazy, bro. $486,000 from messages. This is y'all that wants a personal message from her or whatever, which I don't know how it works. I've never signed up for the platform, but I would imagine that she would probably record and send out some of the same things to all of y'all. Good God. So she getting $500,000 in subscriptions in 3 hours. It's probably way crazier than that now. And so, you know, she's rolling in the dough. The move has sparked major backlash, with fans disturbed by the idea of a teen creating adult content so soon after turning 18. But Tan says she was inspired by the sex-positive celebs of Sydney Sweeney and Sabrina Carpenter sharing it's about empowerment and not exploitation. Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, that would be all for me from here, because I don't know what else to add, because there is a lot of rubbish in this world. We have spent so much time to try and change things. We have spent so many resources, but there's always this slither of men just waiting to take advantage of any situation to satiate their degenerate sexual desires. I believe we need to just call it out for what it is. I think that if we do not, a lot of these things are going to be used against us as men. And I believe that I do not actually believe this is going to change soon, because I'm trying to look at the trends of men and our behaviors and what we consume, especially in this adult movie industry, if you like. People are getting sicker and sicker mentally. The things that they want, because you're consuming so much porn, you will always want more and more egregious, more and more over the top actions to get off. And really, as far as I'm concerned, it's incumbent upon us to ostracize these men, to kick them off, not in the friend groups. Let them go into their little rooms and go wank off to any of this nonsense that they watch. Let them be ostracized. Let them not be in our business circles. Let them not be in our social circles. This is my request to you, because a lot of you watch this channel, you want to improve, you want to make good decisions, this is one of those good decisions that you must make. If you have any inclination that any of your friends or acquaintances does this kind of thing, you must separate yourself. Otherwise, I don't know what you think about this. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like for the algorithm, and please leave me a comment. What do you think about these happenings? And until next time, peace.